Have you ever felt embarrassed or uncertain about changes in your intimate life as you age? In this video, we openly and respectfully address the important topic of erectile dysfunction, providing you with essential information and practical strategies to maintain a fulfilling and meaningful relationship. Whether you're over 50 or know someone who is, understanding these changes is crucial for your well-being and emotional health. Stay with us until the end to discover effective solutions and expert advice that can help you navigate this challenge and enhance your quality of life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. We are about to dive into a deeply important and often misunderstood topic, one that deserves our full attention and respect. This is a conversation that affects many men as they age, and it's one we should approach with the seriousness, care, and compassion it deserves. We're not just talking about physical changes, but also the emotional and psychological impact they can have. That's why we'll rely on meticulously researched data from reputable medical professionals and psychologists, ensuring we're grounded in solid, science-based understanding. Let's begin with a truth that often goes unspoken. Intimacy, in all its beauty, does not have to fade as the years pass by. On the contrary, with the right approach, it can remain as rich, fulfilling, and meaningful as ever. Growing older can bring with it a profound sense of connection with your partner, the kind that's rooted in shared experiences and a deeper emotional bond. It's an intimacy that can become stronger with time if we nurture it. Yet we must also acknowledge the reality that as we age, our bodies naturally change. Some are easy to see, while others might be more hidden, like the gradual challenges that many men face with erectile function. Erectile dysfunction, ED, is one of those conditions that can creep up on you as you grow older. But it is so important to emphasize this. It is not something to feel embarrassed or ashamed of. It is far more common than many realize. The data tells us that about 50% of men over the age of 50 will experience some level of difficulty in achieving or maintaining an erection. Think about that for a moment. Half of men. That means if you're facing these challenges, you are far from alone. Yet society tends to cloak this issue in silence, leaving many men to feel isolated and ashamed when in reality, it is a completely normal part of the aging process. This isn't a reflection of your masculinity or your worth as a partner. It's simply one of the many ways our bodies evolve as we grow older. But I want to be clear, it is not a death sentence for your love life. It's not the end of intimacy, passion, or connection. Instead, it's a sign that your body is changing, and like all changes, it can be managed with the right understanding, tools, and care. This is not something to hide from. Rather, it's an opportunity to approach intimacy with more knowledge and empathy, both for yourself and your partner. Many men feel burdened by this challenge, but I'm here to tell you that there is hope. The road to overcoming these difficulties begins with understanding what's going on inside your body. At its core, erectile function is heavily dependent on blood circulation. The act of achieving and maintaining an erection is a complex process, one that relies on healthy, unrestricted blood flow to the penis. As we age, however, our arteries tend to lose their flexibility, and in many cases, they become narrowed due to the buildup of plaque. So this can make it harder for blood to flow as freely as it once did, affecting your ability to get and sustain an erection. But this isn't just about aging. There are specific health conditions that can significantly impact your blood vessels, and by extension, your erectile function. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For instance, hypertension or high blood pressure is a major factor. Studies show that men with high blood pressure are up to 70% more likely to develop erectile dysfunction than those with normal blood pressure. That's a staggering statistic, but one that makes sense when we consider how critical good circulation is to this process. Likewise, diabetes, another condition that becomes more common with age, has a significant impact. Diabetic men are twice as likely to experience erection problems compared to men without this condition. The reason? Diabetes can cause damage to the blood vessels and nerves that are crucial for achieving an erection. It's a double-edged sword that affects both your physical and emotional well-being. And let's not forget about the role of cholesterol. High cholesterol can lead to the hardening and narrowing of your arteries, further complicating blood flow. It's not just the occasional cheeseburger catching up to you, it's the years of lifestyle habits that begin to manifest in these ways. But here's the thing. Knowing these risks is the first step toward taking action. Understanding the root causes of ED gives you the power to do something about it. And that's incredibly liberating. It means you don't have to just accept it as your fate. Beyond the physical, there's also the emotional toll that ED can take. For many men, these changes can be difficult to talk about, even with their partners. It's common to feel a sense of frustration, embarrassment, or even loss. You might wonder if your partner still finds you attractive, or if intimacy will ever be the same again. But here's the truth. Intimacy is about so much more than physical performance. It's about connection, closeness, and the ability to share yourself with someone you love. Your worth as a partner isn't defined by your ability to maintain an erection. It's defined by your heart, your compassion, and your willingness to engage emotionally with your partner. If there's one thing I want to emphasize above all, it's this: you are not alone in this journey. Millions of men experience the same struggles, and there are countless resources available to help. Whether it's lifestyle changes, medical treatments, or simply opening up a conversation with your partner, there are ways to manage erectile dysfunction and continue enjoying a fulfilling, passionate love life. Aging doesn't mean the end of your intimacy. In fact, in many ways, it can deepen your connection with your partner, allowing you to explore new forms of closeness that go beyond the physical. So, let's approach this with courage, empathy, and the understanding that with the right care, intimacy can remain a vibrant, meaningful part of our lives, no matter how many candles are on the birthday cake. You deserve to continue experiencing love, connection, and passion, and that's something no number or diagnosis can ever take away from you. Another critical factor in the realm of sexual health, particularly for men as they age, is the role that hormones play, especially testosterone. Testosterone, often referred to as the male hormone, is essential for many aspects of male sexual function, from maintaining libido to responding to sexual stimuli. Over the years, however, it is natural for testosterone levels to decline. But here's the catch: not all men experience this decline in the same way. For some, the drop in testosterone is minimal and doesn't affect their sexual function much. For others, however, the impact is more profound. They may notice a significant decrease in sexual desire, or what is often referred to as low libido, and sometimes they may find it harder to respond to sexual stimuli in the way they once did. What's crucial to remember in this context is that sexual desire is not purely physical. Yes, testosterone plays a key role, but it's not the whole picture. Sexuality is deeply intertwined with our psychological and emotional state. So when testosterone levels dip, it's not just the physical aspect of intimacy that might change, it's the emotional and psychological dimensions. Too, you might feel less motivated to initiate intimacy, not because of a lack of attraction, but because of the complex interaction between body and mind. This is a natural part of aging, and it's so important to approach it with compassion for yourself and your partner. And then there's the often overlooked psychological of erectile dysfunction. This is where conditions like stress, anxiety, and depression can cast a shadow over intimacy. One of the most common psychological hurdles men face is performance anxiety, that constant, gnawing fear of not measuring up, of not being able to perform when the moment comes. This kind of anxiety can turn into a mental trap that's hard to escape. The more a man worries about failing during intimate moments, the more likely it is that his anxiety will take over, causing exactly the result he fears. Sadly, this creates a vicious cycle. Anxiety leads to performance issues, which leads to more anxiety, and so on. Society's expectations only add fuel to this fire. There's a deeply ingrained, but flawed belief that intimacy always involves a firm erection for it to be meaningful or fulfilling. So this is a harmful misconception that puts unnecessary pressure not only on men but also on their partners. The truth is that intimacy goes far beyond physical performance. It's about connection, vulnerability, and being present with your partner. Sometimes we need to pause and rethink what intimacy means. It's not about perfection or living up to some unrealistic standard set by media or societal norms. It's about being there for each other, emotionally and physically, in ways that foster closeness and mutual understanding. Now, here's the good news. There are solutions. And not just medical ones, there are lifestyle changes and therapeutic approaches that have been shown to make a real difference. Let's start with the basics, your lifestyle. It's no secret that regular exercise and a balanced diet can work wonders for overall health, and sexual health is no exception. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or practicing yoga can significantly improve circulation, which is crucial for maintaining erectile function. But the benefits go beyond the physical exercise, also helps to reduce stress levels, boosting mental health, which is just as important for intimacy as physical health. Diet plays an equally important role. Incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats like those found in olive oil into your meals can help keep your arteries clean and your heart strong. And remember, erectile function is all about blood flow, so keeping those arteries open and healthy is key. Quitting smoking and reducing alcohol consumption are other critical steps. Smoking, in particular, can cause long-term damage to blood vessels, restricting the flow of blood to intimate areas, and making it harder to achieve and maintain an erection. And while it might be tempting to relax with a few drinks, alcohol can interfere with sexual function, particularly when consumed in excess. Moderation is key here. Beyond lifestyle changes, it's also important to address the emotional and psychological aspects of intimacy. Therapy, whether individual or couples therapy, can be incredibly helpful in breaking the cycle of anxiety, stress, or depression that might be contributing to erectile dysfunction. Having an open dialogue with your partner about these challenges is essential. There's nothing more powerful than being vulnerable with the person you love, sharing your fears, and working through them together. This can alleviate the pressure to perform and replace it with a sense of mutual understanding and support. It's time we embrace a healthier, more compassionate view of aging and intimacy. Your worth is not defined by your ability to achieve an erection. Intimacy is about so much more than that. It's about the emotional connection, the small moments of closeness, and the deep bond you share with your partner. And while physical performance might change with age, the ability to love, connect, and share intimate moments never fades. That's the beauty of human connection. We're not robots programmed to perform, we're complex beings capable of love in all its forms. When it comes to medical treatments for erectile dysfunction, there are several options available, but it's important to approach them with a clear understanding of what they can and cannot do. One of the most well-known treatments is the use of medications designed to improve blood flow to the genital area. These medications, often referred to as PDE5 inhibitors, can be highly effective for many men, but it's crucial to understand that they are not a magical cure. They help support the natural process of achieving an erection by increasing blood flow, but they don't address all the underlying causes of erectile dysfunction, particularly if the issue stems from psychological or hormonal factors. It's also vital to remember that these medications must be prescribed by a doctor, and they should be taken with care. While they can help restore confidence and support physical intimacy, they are not without their risks. Common side effects can include headaches, dizziness, or digestive issues, and for some men, the risks might outweigh the benefits. This is particularly true for men with certain heart conditions or those who are taking blood pressure medications, as these drugs can interact in ways that may be harmful. Not every man is an ideal candidate for these treatments, and that's okay. There are other paths to explore, but this is one of the many reasons why working closely with a healthcare provider is essential. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Another potential option is hormone therapy, which is particularly relevant for men whose testosterone levels are significantly low. Testosterone isn't just a hormone related to sexual desire. It influences many aspects of health, from energy levels and mood to bone health. When testosterone levels dip too low, it can cause a cascade of issues that affect overall well-being. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, can sometimes be suggested in these cases, but like any treatment, it must be approached with caution. Hormone therapy requires careful monitoring by a doctor, as it can have serious risks, including increasing the likelihood of heart disease or other complications. Balancing testosterone is about more than restoring sexual function. It's about ensuring the entire body is functioning optimally, because testosterone affects so much more than intimacy alone. But perhaps the most important part of this entire conversation, one that can't be emphasized enough, is the role of communication within the couple. Often the pressure to perform sexually doesn't just rest on the man's shoulders, it can affect the couple as a whole. Expectations, fears, and misunderstandings can create a barrier to intimacy. And that's why open, honest conversations are crucial. Talking about your feelings, worries, and what you both want from your intimate relationship can help alleviate some of that pressure. There's nothing more liberating than knowing that you and your partner are on the same page, working together toward a shared sense of connection. It's also essential to redefine what sexual satisfaction means. It's not just about how often you're intimate or how long it lasts. What matters is the emotional connection and the pleasure that you both share. As we mature, intimacy evolves. It might not look the same as it did in your 20s or 30s, but that doesn't make it any less fulfilling. It can become even more meaningful. Caresses, tenderness, loving gestures, and deep mutual understanding can bring about a kind of intimacy that transcends the physical. These are the moments that truly enrich a relationship, fostering closeness in ways that go beyond what happens in the bedroom. In this stage of life, intimacy can be just as powerful and rewarding as it was in your youth, perhaps even more so, because it's built on a foundation of shared experiences, trust, and mutual respect. You learn that love and closeness don't have to be rushed, they can be savored. Whether it's a lingering touch, a meaningful conversation, or simply being present with your partner, these moments are what create lasting bonds. Intimacy and maturity is about embracing each other fully, knowing that the connection you share is deeper than any one moment or experience. It's about the love, the understanding, and the comfort you bring into each other's lives. Ultimately, whether it's through medical treatments, lifestyle changes, or open communication, the goal is to create a space where both partners feel valued, understood, and connected. There's no one-size-fits-all solution to the challenges that come with aging and intimacy, but the journey can lead to a deeper, more profound connection with your partner. At the end of the day, it's not about perfection, it's about finding joy, closeness, and satisfaction in each other, in whatever form that may take. For those who prefer a more natural and non-invasive approach, there are also physical devices, like vacuum pumps, which offer an alternative to medication. These devices may sound a bit unconventional at first, but they can be incredibly effective for many men who find other treatments unsuitable or ineffective. How do they work? Essentially, the device creates a vacuum around the genital area, which increases blood flow and facilitates an erection. It's a straightforward process, but one that can make a world of difference for couples who are seeking solutions. While it might not be the most glamorous option on the surface, the results often speak for themselves. Many couples find these devices to be a reliable and effective way to maintain intimacy, especially when medications may be off the table due to other health concerns, like heart conditions or interactions with other drugs. It's also important to recognize that erectile dysfunction is not something anyone should face alone. So often, men feel the weight of this issue pressing down on them, and they may hesitate to reach out for help due to feelings of shame, embarrassment, or fear. But please know this, you are not alone. Millions of men around the world are dealing with the same struggles, and there is no reason to suffer in silence. The first and most important step is to seek support. This might mean talking to a sexual therapist who can guide you through the emotional and psychological aspects of erectile dysfunction, or consulting with a doctor who can provide medical insight and advice. It may even mean joining a support group where you can connect with others who understand what you're going through. The key is to realize that you don't have to navigate this journey by yourself. There's help out there, and it's okay to ask for it. Sexual health is a vital component of our overall well-being, and it's something that deserves attention and care. It affects not just your body, but your mind and spirit as well. Addressing erectile dysfunction is about more than just the mechanics of sex. It's about reclaiming your confidence, your joy, and your connection with your partner. It's about taking control of your health and your happiness. When you seek the right help, whether medical or therapeutic, you're investing in your quality of life, and that's something incredibly powerful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Now, there's one crucial message I want to leave you with: erectile dysfunction in older age is not the end of a fulfilling sexual life. Far from it. With the correct information, the willingness to communicate openly with your partner, and the support of compassionate professionals, you can continue to enjoy a deeply satisfying and meaningful intimate life. As we mature, our approach to sexuality might change, but that doesn't mean it has to lose its richness or depth. Many people find that their intimate lives become even more rewarding as they age, because they've learned to prioritize emotional connection, communication, and shared pleasure over the superficial standards of youth. Mature sexuality is different. Yes, but in many ways, it can be even more rewarding because it is grounded in experience, trust, and a deep understanding of yourself and your partner. Don't let society's narrow definitions of intimacy dictate your own experience. What truly matters is the connection, the love, and the shared moments of closeness you create with your partner. Remember, sexual well-being is an integral part of overall well-being. Your physical and emotional health are interconnected, and caring for both will lead to a more fulfilling life in every sense. Here at Sabia Vijay's Sexualidade Salud, we're dedicated to helping you navigate these topics with the respect, dignity, and knowledge you deserve. We are not alone on this journey, and with the right attitude, the right information, and the right support, you can continue to live a vibrant, joyful, and deeply intimate life, no matter your age. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today. What have you learned so far about maintaining a fulfilling and meaningful, intimate life as we age? We'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share one key takeaway that resonated with you, and let us know how you plan to bring that insight into your own life. Whether it's prioritizing open communication, exploring new solutions for intimacy, or simply changing your mindset, we'd love to see how this knowledge can empower you. If you like this video, please leave your comment below. We're eager to read your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content on sexual health, intimacy, and well-being. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you.